Students, welcome to my next video. Today we will learn formulation of research problem. I, Dr. Rohan Dahivale, welcome you all. Learning questions for today's video. What is research problem? What are the steps in formulation of research problem? What are the advantages of research problem formulation? And what are various examples of research problems? Today we will learn answers for these questions. We will start with formulation of research problem. The research problem consists of management dilemma. Management dilemma will be converted into management questions. Management questions further converted into research questions. Research questions are converted into investigation questions, and later on, investigations are converted into measurement questions. These questions in research formulation we will see in my next video. Today we will learn about formulation of research problem. First of all, we will identify what do you mean by research problem. Formulation of research problem is the foremost steps in research process. Researcher must take due care while formulating the research problem. The problem should be stated with clarity. A proper formulation directs to arrive an operational statement as well as unveils the basic problem that points out the symptoms that are to be solved. A thorough understanding of the question is the fundamental for the success of any research. Now we will see advantages of research formulation. Problem formulation. It sets direction of the study. It helps to choose the appropriate research design and the procedure. It identifies the parameters measuring the concept. And research problem formulation, it helps to control the bias of the researcher, if any. Now we will see what is research problem. A research problem is a definite or clear expression that is statement about an idea of a concern, a condition to be improved upon, a difficulty to be eliminated, or a troubling question that exists in scholarly literature or in theory or within existence practice that points to a need for meaning understanding and deliberate investigation. Research problem does not state how to do something, offer a vague or broad proposition, or present a value question. Formulation of research problem. There are 5 steps in formulation of research problem. We will see and learn each and every step one by one. Step number 1, specify the research objectives. Step number 2, review the context of the research problem. Step number 3, explore the nature of the problem. Step number 4, define the variable relationship. Step number 5, that is last step, the consequences of alternative course of action. These are 5 steps for formulation of research problem. Now we will see each and every step in detail. Very first step is specify the research objective. A clear statement defining your objective will help you to develop effective research. It will help the decision makers to evaluate the research questions your project should answer as well as the research method your project or your task will use to answer those questions. It's critical that you have manageable objectives, that is, 2 or 3 clear goals will help to keep your research project focused and relevant. Step number 2, review the environment or context of the research problem. As a researcher, you must work closely with your team of researchers or maybe alone and in defining and testing the environmental variables. This will help you to determine whether your findings of your project will produce enough information to be worth of the cost. In order to do this, you have to identify the environmental variables that will affect the research project and begin formulating different methods to control these variables. Step number 3, explore the nature of the problem. Research problems from single or simple to complex depending on number of variables and nature of their relationship. Sometimes relationship between the two variables is directly related to a problem or to a question, or other times the relationship is entirely unimportant. And in research, you have to identify this. If you understand the nature of the research problem as a researcher, you will be able to better develop a solution to the problem. To help you understand all the dimensions, you might want to consider a focus group of customers or salesperson, managers, or professionals to provide what is sometimes much needed insights into a particular set of questions or problem. That is your step number 3. So, research problems range from simple to complex depending on the number of variables. Step number 4, define the variable relationship. Now, many of the times, the research focus on creating a sequence of behavioral aspects that occur over the time, as in the adoption of a new package design in market or introduction of a new product as an example we can take. Such programs create a commitment to follow some behavioral pattern, maybe of employees or customers or methods in the future. Studying such a process involves determining which variables affect the solution to the research problem, determining the degree to which each variable can be controlled and used for the purpose of the company, and determining the functional relationship between the variables and which variables are critical for the solution of the research problem and which variables are unimportant. During the problem formulation stage, you will want to generate and consider as many courses of actions and variables relationship that are possible. Last step, that is step number 5, consequences of alternative course of action. Now, there are always consequences to any course of action used in one or more projects. Anticipating and communicating the possible outcome of various courses of action is a primary responsibility of the research process. So now we will see examples of research problem. We will take example of a particular workshop. What is happening in the workshop? Those facts or observations we should list out. So here in the particular workshop, I have listed out few observations and facts in the existing problems. Now in that workshop, scrap is significantly increased. Also, there are many cases of wrong drilling to the object. Waste of raw material and financial losses are happening because of wrong drilling, and scrap is also increasing. Because of this, efficiency is reduced in the production department. Also, scrap that is forming is mixed with each other, thus a financial loss is there while selling the scrap. So these are some observations. Now, after this observation, we will construct a research problem, and the research problem might be like this. So research problem statement will be: in a workshop, a process undergoes drilling of a particular item. It has been observed that there is significant increase in number of scrap arising from wrong drilling of the items. Developed scrap may be of different materials like MS mild sheet, cast iron and stainless steel, etc. So developed scrap are mixed with each other, thus developing losses in the scrap selling. A study should be undertaken to avoid wrong drilling and minimize the losses in the scrap. So this is about how you can formulate a problem statement. We will take another example of a research problem. We will take consider a case in telecom sector. So what are the observations and facts in the telecom sector? There are technological advancement from 2G, 3G, 4G, and we are now leading to 5G. But customer loyalty is the area of concern for the telecom service providers because of the number portability, mobile number portability, that is MNP service offered by TRAI, that is Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. Customer can easily switch their existing telecom service provider without changing its current number. So because of this, customer loyalty is the area of concern. Also, there are many problems customers are facing. The problems can be functional or technical, like call drop, or no network, or voice quality problem, or internet speed problem, etc. So, customer satisfaction about telecom sectors or telecom service providers is need to be checked. Also, after all this study, suggestions to the telecom service providers to be given for better improvement in their functional and technical services. So these are some facts and observation in the telecom sector that a researcher has noted down. After this, now a researcher will convert this observation or facts into a research problem. So how to construct a research problem after these facts? So research problem statement will be like this or can be like this. Over the past decade, India is witnessing an exponential growth of the telecom sector with cutthroat competition among the service providers to achieve the customer satisfaction and loyalty. With mobile number portability feature, customer can easily switch their existing telecom service provider. On this background, an in-depth study which focuses on the service quality along with the study of customer satisfaction, customer loyalty, and customer switching intentions may suggest improvements in the existing telecom service providers. So this is how you can formulate research problem statement using or identifying various facts and observation. What are our learning outcomes? Today we learn what is the concept of research problem. Then we have seen and learned 5 steps in formulating the research problem. We have also learned various advantages of research problem. We have seen 2 examples of how to formulate a research problem after facts and observations. What is next? In my next video is important video, so don't miss that video. We will learn questions in business research, that is management dilemma, management questions, research question, investigation questions, and measurement questions. So next step after formulation of research problem we will learn in my next video. Till then, keep thinking, keep learning, and keep watching my channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and press bell icon for turn on the notification. All the best.